Welcome. Today I bring you the preview of the next chapter of The Ambassador's Daughter. Sanjar goes to Melik's room, where he remembers her with nostalgia. Then he goes for his passport and to the barn. Kavurek sees him take the letters that Nair wrote to him during the years they were together and burn them. Kavurek puts out the fire and asks him what he is doing. Sanjar says he will go get his daughter and take her back. Kavurek asks him how he knows where Nair is. Sanjar replies that Nair went to Spain. So Kavurek asks him how he plans to take Melik when he doesn't have custody. Sanjar replies that he will take Guven with him and asks him to leave. Kavurek leaves and Sanjar goes to continue burning the letters but starts to read them and remember. So he takes them in the suitcase for the trip with the intention of burning them in front of Nair. Menex goes to his room and seeing Sanjar packing asks him if he is going to leave. Sanjar answers that he already knows where his daughter is. So Menex asks him if he plans to get her back and how will he do it if Nair doesn't want to. But Sanjar just says that his daughter will be by his side and tries to leave. Menex gets in the way and tells him that he didn't kick his mother out during the banquet and even said in front of everyone that she is his wife. So she doesn't understand why he acts like they are strangers at home. She says he acts like they are nothing for looking for a woman who wants nothing with him, and that even Nair left just saying goodbye to another man and ran away without telling him anything. So she knows he is suffering just like her too, so she should give him a chance. Sanjar replies that she knows nothing and she shouldn't confuse both loves. Sanjar leaves but before leaving in his car he sees Geddes arrive so he asks her what's wrong. Geddes shows him the note left by the thief at Aisha's house, saying that Nair took the money from the port and with it fled. Halise comes out and seeing Muget asks her what's wrong. She tells him that Nair left with the money from the port. Sanjar says that at least Melik won't be hungry and so he won't have to worry so much about her until he finds her. But Halise says that if Nair hadn't taken Melik they wouldn't have to worry about the girl. So they shouldn't congratulate Nair for stealing their money. Sanjar replies that Nair didn't steal from him and leaves. Geddes asks Nadim to take Muget with him, as he needs to go to the port and get his passport because he needs to go to Spain. Kavurek goes to see Nair to warn her that Sanjar will go to Spain to fetch her, so she is surprised and regrets that in his plan to take Akin to Spain he also involved Sanjar. Akin, Sanjar and Guven are at the airport to travel to Spain. While waiting in line, Guven tells Sanjar that he lost everything because of him, so Sanjar tells him again that he didn't rat him out. He also asks him if when he lost his job his passport was cancelled and asks how Nair was able to get a normal one so fast. Guven replies that she had to have been helped by her friends. But Sanjar says that's not possible and that Melik's passport had to be cancelled as well, so he realizes that Nair and Melik didn't have passports and couldn't leave the country. Geddes also goes to the airport. There he receives a call from Nair. She anguished tells him that it was all a trick to take Akin away. Geddes hears Kavurek talking so he gets angry and asks her where he is. She answers that he is at Kavuruk's grandfather's house, so Geddes goes there. Sanjar sees him. The next day Geddes arrives with Nair. He is disappointed and doesn't know how to react, so she asks him to listen to her and invites him in. Nair asks him if he called Sanjar, but he replies that Sanjar has turned off the phone. Kavurek goes for a walk and meets Sanjar. He signals him not to say anything and sees from afar Nair with Geddes. Geddes asks Nair what she meant that she did everything to send Akin away and if Akin is there. Nair nods so Geddes asks how she knows where Akin is. She tells him that Akin went to the house while he was in jail. Geddes is surprised. Nair explains that Akin has deceived the family by promising them help and so he found her. So she got scared knowing that he was able to get to her room by cheating and using who he wants, so she wanted to make him leave. Geddes asks her why she didn't tell him instead of stealing. Nair asks her what she is talking about. So Geddes tells her about the money from the port. Nair is surprised so Geddes asks her if it wasn't her who did it. Nair remembers Muget and to protect her she pretends that she did take the money. Geddes tells her that if she really needed money he would have given it to her. Nair tells him that she needed them to also believe that she escaped and asks him to call Sanjar back and blames herself for having involved him too. So Geddes tries to calm her down by saying that Akin and Sanjar are not going to meet as Akin is being sought by the police. So he can't leave the country and he has no money either. Nair asks why Akin is being chased by the police, so Geddes says it was Sanjar's doing. Since 8 years ago all the documents were changed to indicate that the culprit is Akin. Nair is surprised and asks why Sanjar did that if he didn't believe her. Nair turns around and sees Sanjar going towards the house. Sanjar enters and finds Melik sleeping. Melik wakes up and upon seeing him is happy and they embrace. Kavarik asks Nair if Sanjar got very angry. Nair says he doesn't know and that he is with Melik. Sanjar leaves with Melik and goes to talk to Nair. They walk away so no one hears them and Sanjar asks her why she didn't leave him a letter. She tells him that until now she only sent him happy letters. Sanjar gives him the reason and remembers that she didn't even write him in her mourning and now she doesn't send him anything. Nair states that it's because that girl who wrote him doesn't exist anymore. Sanjar says that now that woman is a mother who kidnaps a girl. Nair replies that he should be proud of what he accomplished, blaming him that he was the one who generated the situation. Sanjar reminds him that he asked her if she had something to tell him and that she lied to him. Nair asks what she was supposed to do then when she can't obey him and just lock herself in a house to depend on him. Sanjar calls her a liar and yells at her for kidnapping Melik instead of just refusing his proposal. So he asks her to say her terms. Nair is surprised. Sanjar assures her that he will now try to reason with her and asks her to say her terms. Nair says she wants her daughter to live with her. Sanjar agrees, so Nair is surprised. Sanjar says he will still be able to take Melik whenever he wants and she will also stay with him. Nair says she wants to work so Sanjar tells her he won't let her work with Geddes. Nair agrees and says she wants to be the one to rent his house. Sanjar agrees and they make the deal. Then Sanjar shows her the note the thief left at Aisha's house. Nair claims she wrote it but Sanjar says he knows it wasn't her and asks her who she is protecting by blaming herself. Nair replies that she is not protecting anyone and that she will pay them back the money. She then leaves saying she will go to see her daughter. Sanjar chases her and stops her asking her to say who she is protecting. Nair keeps blaming herself and asks her why she doesn't believe she is a thief when she does believe she kidnapped Melik. Sanjar says he knows her handwriting very well and that note is just an imitation. Nair says nothing. So Sanjar asks her if it was Akin, since he knows how to imitate her handwriting. Nair leaves without saying anything. So Sanjar asks her if she is Akin's spy, seeing that she is able to blame herself to protect him, and asks her if she is Akin's girlfriend. So offended Nair hits him. Sanjar tells her then to tell the truth and stop protecting Muget. Nair is surprised so Sanjar asks her if Muget is Akin's girlfriend. Geddes arrives and attacks Sanjar. And so we end this preview. Until next time.